Hey y'all, welcome to the Craft Lair. This is Teresa Crafty Grams, and I am doing another video on a Friday. So this is a kit that I featured earlier. I think my very first, yes, my very first featured favorites Friday. Friday featured favorites, whatever. I'll get it right in the description. Um, this is the one from Hither and Yon Studios, and it is the garden something. Yeah, I gotta write stuff down. Cottage Garden freebie from Hither and Yon Studios, and I love it. So this is the cover I did for it. It is um, book covers, front and back are book covers that I cut down to this size. I'll never do that again. That was so hard to cut through. It was just hard. And then I made a spine with my own chipboard to make it wide. It's like 2.5 inches wide. Yeah, 2.5 inches wide. She has 6 signatures. Yep, I did that. 6 signatures. I used papers from the kit for the front and back end pages, and then I did like a floating spine on fabric, and then just glued the whole schmeal in there. I used DJ's printables, and then I also included some coffee dyed paper and this coffee dyed glassine paper, which I love the sound of. Anyway, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 pieces of paper, so that means 24 pages in each signature times 6. That's a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how we go as far as actual decorating goes. Well, that one wasn't too well coffee dyed on that. That's okay. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, so yeah, that I just wanted to give you a little update on that. And today we will be making a folio from Fabi Art Studios. So that's the name of it, Fabi Art Studio, Etsy shop, no YouTube. Of course, I will link that below. So here's all the loveliness. This is called, I guess I should have written that down too. Uh, Doors. Trying to see which way's up. Yeah, this is the right way. Um, Garden doors, something doors. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. I won't find it there. Um, let's see. I will find it and link it in the description box, or list it in the description box below. So I have everything all cut out. I don't know why I didn't already ink everything, but there you have it. I'm going to use this dark, excuse my reach, not vintage photo, ground espresso, because I feel like this has a fairly dark mood to it already. And so yeah, there's not much to this because, I mean, after all, it's just a folio. It's not like it's a whole journal kit, but uh, it uh, it has really sufficient. I'll say it has enough ephemera with it to stuff the pockets and all of that kind of stuff without making it overstuffed, I think. But I think I will try and add a magnetic closure to it just in case. So these things are usually pretty straightforward to make or to assemble. Basically, it's not even, you're not really even making it because she's done all the work for you. Um, but I love the watercolor florals over the rather grungy background. I love it. Um, so yeah, I like doing these things because they seem to they don't take up a lot of time to make. Most of the time consumed is in doing the cutting and the inking. So that's part of it that takes the time. But I do have a little issue with this particular kit. I don't know if it's in all of her folios. This is the only one of hers that I have purchased. Um, let me finish going around the bend here. We're on the home stretch. We are on the home stretch. And it really doesn't need a lot of inking on the other side because it does have what I call the faux ink from the actual design of the kit. And then this one, she gives you the option of printing uh, a another piece shaped like this that has more of the texty paper pattern on it. But the idea then is that you sort of sandwich them together to double reinforce it, I guess. But I printed this on, I think it's 110-pound index card paper, so it is quite thick. And if I had you glued two pieces of paper back to back, I think it would be then too bulky to fold, if that makes any sense. Um, but yeah, so yeah, the problem that I have with this is that look how big these spaces are to be punched out for the tags. I don't have anything the right size for that, so I don't really know how to handle that just at the moment. Um, so I may just be stapling or gluing something on them, like, a piece of bling, or, using my tiny attacher to put some ribbon on it. I don't know yet how I'm going to tackle that little issue. No, I don't really like doing that either. That's ephemera. This is, let me get back to the stuff you stick on first. So, yeah. I hope everybody got a chance to watch my opening my joy mail from Cindy. That absolutely did bring me joy. And I have not yet separated everything out to put it away yet. And I don't know. I'm torn between doing that, putting everything in its proper category, which I know is the best way to get me to use it. But I mean, come on, let's face it. I'm also very tempted to hoard. I am prone to that with my craft supplies. I am prone to the hoarding bug. So I will try very hard to just add them in their proper places. Like put the tags with the tags and the lace with the lace, and such like that. We'll see. Wish me luck. I'm going to try and do that this weekend. I have a little bit of other reorganizing I want to do. I really find that it's probably not the most efficient way to do it, but I like putting the ephemera or sorting it by, like, especially if it's a printable, I like sorting it by the person who created it. So I'm trying very hard to come up with a way that combines like items with like items and sorting them by who designed them, because that way when I'm using them, especially in a video, I can give credit. I can say, oh, hey, these, you know, number clusters are from so and so. So I don't know. I don't really know how I'm going to do that. I really want to do that moving forward because, like I said, it's just, I like giving credit where credit is due if possible. And since I have started recording and posting videos, I I have become more conscious of, you know, if I got this from an Etsy shop, I feel like I should give that Etsy shop owner and therefore the creator of what I'm using the proper credit. So I see a lot of paper, plastic bags in my future because I also like to see what stuff is. So, like, I'm thinking of using these. I'll need a lot more of them, but use these, say, for all of my number tags and tickets and such the like, and then putting each different creator's stuff in a plastic bag labeled with this. It's the only thing I can think of right now. But, oh, we shall see. I mean, craft room organization is an ever-evolving thing. It's like it changes every time I turn around. I feel like there's something, some way, some better way, or some more efficient way, or some more, I don't even know what way. I don't know. I think that's why we all are, obsessed with the craft room organization videos. I know I watch them even, from people I'd never even heard of, because obviously after I watch one organization video, there's a recommendation for another one, and but there still is no perfect way to organize because we are all such different creatures, and obviously no two spaces are the same, no two budgets are the same. So, I love the idea of the IKEA furniture, but, well, first of all, we don't have an IKEA very close. And second of all, I don't have IKEA kind of money. But, and then, a lot of the stuff that I still have is oriented to when I was scrapbooking, and that's not the same necessarily, the meeting the needs of me now that I junk journal. You know what I mean? I don't know. And now that the Etsy shop is in the mix, I gotta have a place to store the stuff that's listed or going into my Etsy shop that, it can't be too far put away. And then all the shipping and paraphernalia that goes along with that. Yeah, it's ever changing, like, I don't know, an amoeba. It just changes all the time. Yeah, inking covers up a multitude of fussy cutting I don't know, not errors really, but issues, inconsistencies. I don't know. Covers up the white parts that don't completely get cut off. That's for certain. Sorry, I really should have done this before I started recording. So I have discovered, with much thanks to my friend Cindy at Scrap Rat, I have discovered YouTube Studio. So because when I was uploading my earlier video and trying to put the title on it, the keyboard on my iPad just sort of froze. I'm like, what the heck, man? So I uploaded it in a private setting and then got on my laptop and was able to finish. And also, while I was there on my laptop, I figured that I could cut and paste all of the hashtags from a previous video, so I didn't have to type all that in. I'm just flabbergasted with that little discovery. That was quite a time saver. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a test video and put it on my, upload it in private mode or whatever, and see what other kinds of editing I can do. Who knows? I might accidentally discover something. I mean, it would be discovering something that a million people already know, but it would be new to me. So that's always exciting. And that doing that was not difficult or didn't require any special technical skills or any of that junk. So, I mean, as long as you know how to cut and paste, which I do know how to do, then, yeah, that was quite stress-free. And that is what I am looking for, which is why I have not previously edited my videos, because if it's going to add more stress and be a difficult process, then I'm just not going to do it. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to practice. I'm going to practice. Not on this video, because I want this one to just go up as a rather short video, which is why I did the separate featured friends video. I'm also trying to see what kind of content gets better views. I know that's petty, but I want to give the people what they want. Yeah, that sounded a little arrogant. That's all right. It's okay. I have no idea how these big pieces of ephemera are going to fit into the folio, but I will figure it out. I absolutely will do that. I mean, I'm not afraid of folding stuff in half and putting it in a pocket. So we'll see. It just seems like it's, I mean, the folio is only this big, and here goes this. Definitely going to have to be folded somehow or t'other. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to break down and change the sponge on this thing. It is crummy, crummy, crummy. It'll be interesting to see what this thing looks like, whatever this thing's called, once I'm done with the last piece, because it's all being dumped onto the pile below me, and then when the last piece is picked up, it'll be dumped onto the work surface, whatever the heck that thing's called. Craft mat? I don't know. No. Oh, big news. The remember that place I did that little unboxing from, officesupply.com? I'm lying, not them, scrapbook.com finally has the replacement blade in the lavender color for the Works We Are Memory Keepers, or whatever they're called now. We Are Makers is what they're called now. But yeah, that's been out of stock everywhere. And I checked when I saw it. I got a notification from scrapbooking.com that it was back in stock. So I instantly went to Amazon to see if they had it. Nope, they don't have it yet. So yeah, I paid postage to have that, and of course some other stuff, because I'm not going to waste $10 on postage for just one item that doesn't even cost $10. So yeah, I got a couple of I don't even know, a couple more of those pops of color things that I used in the Vintage Iris's journal the other day. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Day before? I don't know. Some day that ends in Y. That's when it was. So yeah, I got a couple more colors of that, and they were on clearance. And then something else. Oh, I got some 12 by 12, those paper magazine rack looking things. I got a set of them also on clearance for 12 by 12 papers. And I don't even know. I'll be sure to share with y'all when it comes in. But I only ordered it maybe the day before yesterday, so it might be a while. But Amazon spoils me. I'm used to, like, I ordered something yesterday, it's going to be here tomorrow. That's the way I'm used to things working now. But not every company is Amazon. Because like I said, I had to pay shipping. Paying shipping. What an old-fashioned thing. Oh, doesn't take long to get us accustomed to the modern conveniences. All right. Whew. That is all the ephemerae, all the ephemera inked and ready. Yep. See, yeah, I'm going to have to get a, and I just did it the other day. I got a wipe, but nothing, no cleanser or anything like that, but I got a baby wipe and wiped this off, and it was gross. Okay, so I guess I should have looked at where these things go. Maybe that goes there because it's the same picture. Okay. I don't know about that or that. This looks like it goes here. What else we got? Well, it's really all that's on the outside, right? Is that the same thing? Oh. Now we got to stack them. No, I don't want to stack them. Okay, maybe those are the only two that go on the outside. It would have been really smart of me to print out the little instruction sheet. But that's all right. I'm going to do it my way because I am a rebel. I am a rebel without a clue. So this is going here. I'm going to do this first. I like this little trick that I learned from Monica at Monica Seacos. Those little folio photo album bases that I make. That way it gives you a minute to figure out. Oh, yeah. Glue transference is a big problem of mine. Gives you a second to figure out where you're actually gluing. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape there to make things easier to slide in and out. And actually, sliding things out is not going to be a problem. Right? Doesn't matter what kind of tape you use, as long as you stay inside the lines, it will not be seen. Like so. And glue. Continue to glue it down. See? Went off the road. Well, did it again. What the heck, man? Come here. Glue on the fingers. More glue on the fingers than I got on the... Yeah, and that is wonky donkey. Wonky donkey. Now I feel like those crumbs are everywhere. I can feel them. Ick. That is cute. Get rid of that glue glob. Make sure this is lined up with the picture. Cute. I mean, I know for this I could use thinner tape, but this is what I have within reach right now. On now. Okay. Now I can just put the rest of these kind of willy-nilly wherever I wanna. Yep, I can stack those. And then I have this wee one left, which looks like it's supposed to go there. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that to that first. And again, make sure I can line the picture up properly. It's not really a picture, but you know what I mean, the image. Yep. All right. That slid too far over. Did it? No, it's fine. It's fine. That's not fine. Come here, you wee scissors. It's just going to add bulk, which we do not want. Oh, and you know what? Before I glue this onto there, I'm going to put the, place the magnet. I'm glad I decided to do it this way because I would have just messed myself up pretty good. I'm just cutting off the bits that got folded when I tried folding along the score lines. So, because that will add just a little bit of bulk, which I am not a fan of. Yeah, cut these corners a little bit. Normally I am against cutting corners, but these corners need to be cut. See, this one's going to be the first one like that. I've done something funky over here. Alrighty. Okay, let me dig out a magnet, a set of magnets, not just one, because you need two to make the magnet thing work. Here we go. My box of attachy, stuffy stuff. Magnets are in here, and all stuck together. Give me these two. Hey, I don't need you. Just need these two big ones. I need some of these as well, but we will tackle that problem as it comes along. Right. So here's how we do the magnet closure. I probably should have put it in here. So it only has to go through that one layer of whatever. So I think I'm going to try that. Slide it in there and put this one here. I don't know what I'm going to cover this up with yet, but I'll think of something. For right now, I'm going to tape it in place. Come here, come here. This may not work, y'all. I can't hear it clicking. I heard it clicking. It will work. Maybe. All right. Here we go. I'll give it a minute to dry inside the pocket. And once I get it dry in there, once I get it firmly attached in there, I will see if I can put another piece of tape over it without interfering with the insertion of something. All right, so that is that. And that is a poor job of that. So I am going to use these scissors here and cut that off, because that is too much to ignore. Let me ink again. This might be covered by the pocket I put inside, but I don't want it to. Actually, I just want to cover the white. All right. That was a less than ideal situation there. Okay. Moving along. Let's go ahead and get this glued into place. Oh. glued into place. Well, it's gloomy outside, but I don't think we're supposed to have, I don't think we're supposed to have that today. Yeah, see, I'm glad I cut that because this is not going to cover that edge. Super duper cute. I am wondering. Well, I'm going to go ahead and glue it as intended. Glue this on first. And I probably just put that in my ink pad. See if I can get it kind of centered. Like that. I am. So much for a short video. Sorry, kids. Okay. Now I can just be wild and loose with the rest of them. Where's the other one? There it is. Where's the other one I wanted to do that with? Stack them. Stack them. Put this on first. More glue goobers. Oh man. He said just used you. Can't be clogging up that fast, man. That is bad news bears. So these mimic the door on this side. So I wonder if I want to, I'm trying to minimize whatever's gonna go in that pocket sticking out the top. But what do we think about that if I sort of stagger them that way? What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? Of course, that's about where it should be to be consistent with the image of the door, the height of it, all that kind of junk. But if I put anything in that, it's going to stick out the top a lot. It's too big to go sideways. And there's nothing smaller. So yeah, I think I'm going to try that. Let's see. How tall are you? Oh boy. Looks like a hobbit's door. um, 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 mm. Maybe shorter a little bit. So if I find the shortest one of these and put it all the way to that bottom fold, it's still quite low, but not as bad. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stick it down right there. Glue. I need glue to stick it down. Okay, let me do that again. That's the shortest one. All right, that's gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, sarah, sarah, right? Let me glue that down. Oh, let me put tape here first. I do want to make sure that goes all the way down to the bottom of the pocket. Glue this pocket first. And now this one. Yeah, I got to change that inker sponge. And that's such a pain because then you have to use it for quite a while before it gets, where the most of the ink isn't just going into the sponge. Annoying. Okay, so if I fold this in half, yeah, fold it in half. Still, that is just as close as it could be to the top. Well, it's too wide for that. It's just too wide for this. Tis. That's good. Yeah, I know there's pockets on the outside too. I don't know if that's going to fit and just being folded in half. Tis not. All right, that kind of works. All right, that kind of works. Might work a little better now that there's one less thing for it to go through. All right, so I'm going to take this and fold it in half, maybe thirds. Let's do that. Fold it like a burrito. Let me burnish that down a little bit. Ooh, that's gonna stink on the stick, man. That's not gonna work. I should have glued the magnet to the front of this because I don't think it's gonna go through all of this mess right here. 'Tis not. 'Tis not. Well, poo-poo. I can put that there. Yeah, I'm thinking there's going to be a little too much ephemera for this. Which, whoever said that? No one but me. No one but me. Yeah, I'm going to try and fix that magnet situation. Put it on the front there. And then I can put a couple of more things in that. Oh, well, that one fits in there. These different sizes. I mean, that's a possibility. It could be different sizes. Not that one, but that one. And I'll have to figure out, before I list this, I'll have to figure out what to do with about the tag toppers. That's going to hang out way too much at the top. It makes me sad. I mean, yeah, some of these can go in the front when I get it sorted out. And this, I have to fold it in thirds as well. So when I get this folded and I get the magnet fixed, oops, I can actually put this inside here and then switch this with that and then put this in here as well. Yeah, that's going to be a stuffed little guy. I don't like that sticking out the top, man. It just makes me a little crazy. I mean, I know I don't have far to go, but it does make it a little worse than on a usual day. I don't know. Well, I think it's cute. I just have to tweak it a little bit, she says, whistling through her teeth. All right. Well, so much for a short video on how to do that folio. All right. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a great weekend, and maybe I will update this in Monday's video. We'll see. So, thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Craft enjoy, y'all. Bye.